Doubles and coffee. Wait. Penelope Beckles, like you just running down issue and trying to be relevant and making statements. You find Kamla Prasad Bissasa's language was inflammatory when dealing with drug cartels, murderous, wicked, vindictive, malicious, oppressive, human rights violators who bring havoc to any country involved, whether as a transshipment point, an originator, or a place of last resort to sell their drugs. You find that the Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Bissessa, her language is inflammatory when describing the action in a war against drugs in our country, that you, Penelope Beckles, were a minister and a high parliamentary official and government official for 9.5 years. Over 5,000 young people murdered and killed by bullets and guns, AR-15 submachine guns that are not manufactured here, that are a byproduct of the drug cartels, a byproduct of the cocaine. The guns arrive here with the cocaine, and when the USA and Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana and Argentina and other countries are united against the murderous, wicked cartels who chop people head off, kill people, kill families, kill members, kill anybody, you find Kamla Prasad Bissessa's words were inflammatory and too harsh when talking about a war against murderous, vindictive, wicked, evil people who have no respect for man, woman, child. What you wanted to say? Okay, drug lords who chop off people's head. Come to mommy, come to Auntie Penny for a hug. Now don't do that, okay? Don't be naughty. Stop running those drugs and leaving those AR-15s and all those bullets in our young people's hand, and people are getting killed and blood flowing in the streets. Stop that, okay? Because mommy, Auntie Penny wouldn't buy you a teddy bear, so y'all stop doing that, please. Penny, give me a break now. Not only you cannot even control your own PNM, you're marching there with 1/4 of the PNM. All your MPs leave you out to dance in the road by yourself with 45 people. And you come in to talk to the Prime Minister? The Prime Minister is a mother, first and foremost. She feels for each and every child and every citizen as if it was her own, as if it was her own grandchild. So every time she hears or reads or sees children, young people, young black boys lying down in drain with blood spewing out of their heads, their brains and their guts. Last 2 years there was a murder in front of a primary school where children saw blood and guts spilling out into the drain. Kamla Prasad Bissessa says, enough talk, enough hug up, enough loving. Deal with the criminals, deal with the murderers, deal with the monsters, and she joins with the USA in that. That is our leader, our Prime Minister, because she doesn't want children playing on a basketball court to get killed with a stray bullet, or little babies in Laventille have to duck down on the ground because AR-15 shots ringing out above their head, and then the Minister of National Security, Fitzgerald Ethelbert, narcolepsy, sleepy, wooden ladder, ride a horse with an 8-year-old boy in his lap, says, well, the bullets could not hit them from so far, not even understanding those killing machines. There's a war going on. It's a war to protect the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, to reduce the crime rate, to get the murders down, to end the importation of killing guns, to stop the cocaine trade, to stop the drug trade, to stop our young people from dying before they have a family, before they could live, before they could jump up and enjoy their 50th birthday and their 45th birthday, before they could hopefully see Trinidad and Tobago qualify for a World Cup. Kamla Prasad Bissessa has joined the USA in the war against drugs. You come to protect drug runners? with a whole boat packed up with cocaine, with 4 big engines gunning down the road to bring mayhem with guns on it, with submachine guns and AR-15, and bringing chaos and mayhem across our region. You support that, Penny? That's why you're a loser. That's why the PNM will be eliminated. You will not even be in opposition come 2030. So leave Kamla Persad-Bissessar alone. We stand firm. We stand strong with Kamla Persad-Bissessar and the USA on the war against cartels, the war against drugs. We are sick of seeing our citizens and our young people with no head. You find our body in a river with no arms, no legs. You find that is, she should talk nicely. Okay, drug runners, okay, cartel, okay, Maduro, okay, those who promote mayhem, chaos, and murder. Come, let's have a discussion. There is a war on, and you are on the side of the criminals, Penny. Well, good for you. You go and talk to them. You go and have an intervention. Call some psychologists and talk and see why. Go get into the inside of them. Why are they killing? Why are they chopping up people? Why are they murdering? Why are they putting drugs into our society and guns for our young people to kill each other before they even dance a salsa or merengue with a nice woman at 30 years old? You go and talk to them. Kamla Persad-Bissessar, the leader of this government, is joining with the USA in the war against cartels, murderous drug runners. Furthermore, the Commissioner of Police also is on the same page. He says to our fishermen, who are not fishermen, because many times I fishing out there, and when we go out, most we have is 2 engines. Most pirogue fishermen just take our 1 engine because you don't want to waste gas when you go in and look for your fish. But these boats that run in with 4 engines, 4 250s, hitting 90, 100, 120 miles per hour at night, dark, infrared, running drugs. If all your youth men want to be involved in that and lost your life, hear what the Commissioner of Police telling you. The Commissioner of Police added that the waters have changed with the presence of the U.S. warships and forces in the region, which serves as a clear warning to our fishers of fortune who board their pirogues chasing perilous tides of profit. The waters have changed, says the Commissioner of Police. If you are heading out to sea, it's time to start catching fish to assist in feeding our nation, and not as drug smugglers, masquerading as fishermen, because when the U.S. forces comes calling, I wish you luck in treating with what will not be a happy ending. I have absolutely no pity on anyone caught in that net, be it carried or criminal, says the Commissioner of Police. And every law-abiding citizen agrees with the Commissioner of Police, agrees with Kamla Persad-Bissessar, agrees with the United States of America that enough is enough. So Penny Beckles, why you don't go and sit down and plan and strategize meeting with every one of the families of 5,274 people who were murdered by drugs, guns brought in by drugs and cocaine trade into Trinidad and Tobago. Go and sit down with the parents of the little baby who was shot, the 7-year-old princess 3 years ago, because drug men went in looking for her father. Her father tried to protect her. They shot him, and the bullet went through him and killed his little baby. You go and talk to them. Talk to those families and see if they agree with your pussyfooting, with your soft position, with you and the PNM being soft on crime and saying not to deal with criminals as they come. You deal with monsters as they come. And that is why we will stand our ground against the cartels, against the murderers, against the head choppers off. We will stand our ground in our houses, stay out of our houses. I see, as I say that, Penelope Beckles, I see you standing up, hugging up in a picture with Juliet Davy. Now, I would have ignored Juliet Davy for some years now when she said that she is telling PNM people, PNM supporters, to run up in my house, jump over my fence, and deal with me seriously. You endorsing that, Penelope Beckles? I would like to hear from you because I'm interested in it now. Because if that is the position of a woman who is a prime minister in waiting, that you stand there supporting and taking pictures and endorsing the statements of Juliet Davy, that your supporters should jump over my wall, jump on my fence where my children are, and deal with me seriously, Penelope Beckles? Is that your position? I don't hear you distancing yourself from such irresponsible threats. I would ignore Juliet Davy because of her educational background and so on. But when the leader of the opposition of the People's National Movement, a parliamentarian, and a woman who feels that she could be prime minister, is endorsing that, then I have to ask you, Penelope Beckles, what say you on the statements of Juliet Davy, your supporter who you're hugging up, who said and was encouraging people and continues to encourage people to attack UNC members of parliament, ministers and government members, jump over their wall and deal with them seriously? What say you? I bet you have pip now because you're supporting criminal behavior anyway. So you're solid and you're consistent. You're weak and the PNM is pathetic just like you, Penny. So leave Kamla Persad-Bissessar. She is strong. She is fighting for our children. And if you all don't know, most of our children who are being murdered at the hands of guns brought in by drug runners and cartels are young black boys. The Douglas telling you that. And Kamla Persad-Bissessar is going to protect all her children. Black, Indian, mix-up, Douglas, Syrian, Chinese, anybody, anywhere in Trinidad and Tobago. And we all stand with Kamla Persad-Bissessar. So, PNM Fake News Media, Express, Guardian, Newsday, if you all want to support Maduro, you all want to support Rowley and Smallpin and Penelope Beckles, you all want to support drug cartels, money launderers, and people with $50 million on the head, indicted narco-terrorists, you all go ahead. Kamla Persad-Bissessar stands against the criminals and for her people and for the safety of her children and this country. And we, the right-thinking citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, stand with Kamla Persad-Bissessar to bring safety and security back to this land, to bring back the old-time days. So Penelope Beckles, continue running down every little issue and seem like you're making sense. You're sounding idiotic. You're sounding puerile. And most importantly, you sound weak and pathetic. Trinidad and Tobago stands strong. Your government is here to work for you, to keep you safe, so you can enjoy your family and earn a living, to have a sustainable future. And the paradise that is Trinidad and Tobago shall return. That is patriotism. That is independence. That is the real strength of Kamla Persad-Bissessar, the mother of the nation, a prime minister who loves all and who will protect all of us as she will protect her children. Bless.